this again.
It's so weird watching myself.
Yeah, I want that that video actually live right now, just so people because people are like hounding me like, what's the link? What's the link? What's the link? I want to share it out. I want to share it out. So
Yeah.
we'll give everybody the link.
Is it possible to put up like a splash screen or something and be behind the scenes? Or
Yeah, that's I'm gonna try that right now. 1 sec.
cool.
Oh, what's going on? Can you guys hear me? Hey,
Rob.
Rob.
What's up? How you doing? I see a still frame of Robert.
Yeah, Rob, you got no video. Oh, Rodney,
No,
can
there
you,
he is.
oh my goodness, can you mute the YouTube?
Is that in your apartment?
Okay, good. That's bad. He was hearing bad echo.
Yeah. I'll turn down my.
Amazing. Where are you now?
Oh yeah, headphones are good too.
So it work?
Yes. Rodney, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to this ridiculous thing that we're going to try to call stand-up comedy. That's not really.
Yeah, I've never performed my act for nobody before.
Well, so the fun of it is going to be that I'm going to keep all of us are going to be live and going to be unmiked, and so we can watch and talk and laugh and carry on, so that there's at least some type of banter, and it's not just weirdness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as Rob requested, the only thing that's up right now is a loading
Screen.
Yeah.
So, as Rob.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Let me get my notes up here. Sarah. Rob,
Yeah.
I gotta say Balanchinas. Rodney, can you go to the YouTube video? Do you see the YouTube video just should have a loading please wait screen up on?
Yeah.
But do you see a chat
On the
on the YouTube link that I sent out? Yeah, you want me to send it to you again?
yeah.
Okay, is there a chat on the side over there?
Okay, I'm pulling it up and I do not see anywhere where it says chat. Oh yeah, live chat. Okay.
Can you type in something in there?
So how much of a delay does it have between?
Should be like 45 seconds, maybe.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So yeah. So I see the chat. Everything's happening. Cool.
All right. Try to find some different headphones.
Rodney, what's wrong with your headphones?
Oh no, I was just gonna get some smaller ones, so they don't look so dorky.
No, you look fine.
So, how's it looking for viewership? Look like we're gonna have some people on this.
Well, I hope so. Like 100 and something people responded that they're going to the event, but if
Yeah.
if that's how many people showed up to comedy events, we would have no problem.
Yeah, that's for sure. That is most certainly true.
So now, Rodney, the Wise Guys is still open, or did they have to close down too?
Oh no, they had to close down. The state of Utah is closed. All restaurants and bars.
Yeah.
The only you can only open as a restaurant is if you're
Takeout or
if you offer,
delivery.
yeah, takeout or delivery. So yeah, Wise Guys is closed down for now.
Okay. Yeah, did you see San Francisco is like basically got martial law up? Like you can't even leave the house unless you're going like to a grocery store or to a doctor's appointment. And,
Yeah, they've been wanting to be completely totalitarian dictatorship socialist country anyway. So
Hey man, I'm a socialist. I'm all for socialism, but this isn't socialism. This is just straight up communism, which is give or take, like in times of crisis, But it's like how far do you let things go, type thing.
well, that's the thing is once you give the government a little authority, they never relinquish it.
Well, that was my problem. This kind of like smells of like when 9/11, when they had the Patriot Act and they took away, they did all those things in the name of, fighting terrorism, which was completely justified. But, but then it's like, well, now they're never going to give that stuff back, right? They can wiretap you without saying anything. They can check your emails without saying anything. And,
Yeah, well, they did it to Trump.
yeah.
They just made something up and said, well, we can't prove it, but we think it's going to happen. Well, okay. Well, if you think there's a possibility, then I guess it's all right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Nope.
You give the government more authority, they take it, keep it. Every time.
So now, Rodney, are you in Utah right now?
No, I'm in Connecticut.
Oh my goodness! So we've got Balanchunas is in Connecticut, Rodney's in Connecticut, Brian and Kate are in Connecticut, Mo's in Connecticut. Harrison, I think, is the only one now that's going to be dialing in or Skyping in from outside.
Oh, wow.
It's like an all Connecticut crew. I'll tell everybody Rodney's from Utah, so it makes it sound more global.
Yeah, that's fine.
You need those for what?
Shall see.
What game do you need the DLC? What? It's not Hyrule Warriors, is it? Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say, because there's no Amiibo support for that version of Hyrule Warriors.
All right, so let's see.
Still haven't decided what jokes I'm going to do yet.
There's a bunch of balloon artists who are probably going to tune in, hopefully.
Nice. I'm going to pay John Reed to do one-on-one balloon lessons with me. Sweet.
Hey, Ollie. Alligator.
It's like somebody's.
What are you doing?
I think it was. I was listening to Luke Dancy on his he was doing like a podcast, and he said he was talking about the best magician anybody's ever seen is the magician that they just saw, because they most likely will never see another magician, or it's rare that they've seen one. But they say he's like the same thing about balloon artists. Like if you see a guy do balloons, he's probably the best balloon artist you've ever seen. And so it's so funny because it's true. Like whenever I'm at the restaurant and I do balloons, like last night, it was kind of slow, and obviously, but so last night I was doing I just did like Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote, and people are like taking pictures of it and they're like posting on Instagram and stuff like that. And they're like, these are the wildest, craziest balloons I've ever seen. And I'm like, you should see my friend Rob and John and the balloons that they do.
How do I fix this?
But it's to them it's just the coolest balloon artist that they ever saw was the one that they just seen.
Yeah, I read somewhere too that the last magician a person sees, they always think it's the best because it's probably the last time they're going to see a magician, because no magicians can afford to live anymore.
Ham and Brian Barganier, Ham Clancy, Brian Barganier, you guys set up a mic with a backdrop. You guys are classic.
Look at that.
That is some real shit right there. That is real. Oh, that is focused and clean. I love it.
Cool. Let me just hang on. Go back. Back over there, babe. And then just get you finished.
That is great.
I just wish we could cut out the door, but we can't.
I also want to. Can you zoom in a little bit?
Can we? That'd
Move
be
the
so dope.
Just move with you. Okay. Yeah, if you can move the camera closer.
That's what we tried, but hang on.
Stand.
Okay.
Are you using a webcam?
Phone, I think.
Wait.
Yeah? Stand here, let me see.
Yeah, that's better.
Oh, that's perfect.
No, I'm just saying hold on to everybody. I'm just doing a delicate. It's like real against the wall though. You just can't move. Does it look good?
Hang on.
Valentunas, I'm muting you. Crunchy, crunch, crunch.
Hang on. Flower flats.
Hey, everybody in YouTube land, we're gonna get started in like 5-10 minutes. The chat is open. If you're watching us on YouTube on the right side, you should see the chat bar. If you're doing it from mobile, I don't know, man. Just figure out how to say hi to us. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a shout out. Give it a share. We got 13 people watching on YouTube right now, and the show doesn't even start for another 10, 15 minutes. This is great. Everybody's just watching a loading please wait screen. All right, so Balanchunas, are you done chewing and eating? I'm unmuting Balanchunas.
Yep.
Nice. So, Kate, when the
What's up?
so when you do record the special, what are you going to keeping it diarrheal, or are we going to do some coronavirus spin-off? Or is that going to be hacked by the time we're all done with this?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep it diarrheal. Diarrhea is what I know best. If I had to say I'm a connoisseur of one thing, diarrhea. So,
What do you guys say on the Meat
You
Slap?
know how it is.
What do you guys say on the Meat Slap
What's that?
podcast? You got to keep it. It's all about branding.
Oh yeah,
Branding is
branding is everything. Yo, check this out. We have big like election buttons that say branding is everything.
No, oh wait, hang on. Keep that right there. I'm gonna zoom in on you. Nice.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm voting for in 2020. Branding. Oh, look, it's Adam on our TV. Oh, cool.
It's us.
Hell yeah. Oh, yeah, it's on a delay.
Yeah, the YouTube is going to be on a little bit of a delay.
Is it going to sync up with the audio,
The YouTube people will be like 30 seconds behind us.
though? Okay, cool.
Fucking losers.
So when I start screaming crazy obscenities, you can censor me. That's good.
No, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with just the way the interwebs work. I wish I put my contacts in so I didn't have this screen glare on my glasses.
Nerd.
Nerd. I'm the only one that put in a funny name for their banner.
I dig that. I saw that and I was like, I'm jealous.
I was gonna put in Glenn because he dies pretty quick. Though, that's spoiler. Though in the I didn't really watch.
Get it all figured out.
I didn't watch the TV show too much. I read the comic book though.
Let's see. I'm gonna.
All right, we're gonna go. Okay, so I'm going to remove this. And Mo is coming in. Mo Green is in from his car. Are you in a parking lot right now?
What?
No, I'm in front of my house.
You're in front of your. Are you being kidnapped right now? Are you okay?
No. I just can't do it in the house.
9 o'clock. Yeah, right now
I don't
we're
live
just chatting.
Are you in a safe spot? Are you?
Yeah, I'm as safe as the world is with this death virus everywhere.
Are you being touched and or molested? Signal
I
1,
would,
signal 2.
if I was, I would be having more action than I've had in years.
All right, Sarah, I got you muted because you're walking and doing some stuff right there. So, there's Sarah.
I'm washing my hands because I just spilled it in.
Oh, all right, we got to mute you there. So, Sarah, you're muted. Just let us know when you're set. So we got Rodney Norman, who is Skyping in from some type of bunker. Rob Valentunas is Skyping in from his parents' basement. Ham and Barbecue are Skyping in from what appears to be my first apartment that had a bedsheet up as curtains. And Mo is trying to smuggle some type of drugs across a border somewhere, make some of this last money before the world shuts down.
I'm drinking coronavirus. I figure we might as well ingest it and make our bodies get resilient to this shit.
That's
Well,
right.
if it's a slushy, that'll kill it.
We got somebody else coming in. Who else? Who's? Is this? Everybody?
I'm about to go Facebook Live.
Call Doug.
Yo, I'm mad hungry. I forgot to eat. Fuck.
Call Doug.
All right, Sarah. Hold on, I'm gonna mute some people here. Sarah, are you? You're very dark. You have a candle. That's it. I'm gonna unmute Sarah. Sarah.
Yes.
Oh, are we doing music by candlelight?
Well, I was going to, but it's too dark, so I'm moving the lamp around.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So. Yep. Go ahead and do your thing.
Okay. Where can I move the lamp to?
Oh, gotta mute. Yeah, we can see you. It looks very creepy. I was gonna use
Ominous. I know. I don't know what the hell.
No, it looks great.
My laptop doesn't support whatever this is.
Oh.
And then my desktop. So this is my phone, like hanging from a thing. You don't want me to start right now, do you?
If you want to kick off, yeah, you can go right ahead.
Oh, geez.
We can have some intro music.
I'm gumming up the whole works.
No. So let me so 1 second. Let me get the YouTube set. All right, let's get this set. Hey, everybody, how's it going? We got some of our friends joining us for this. It's a pandemic virtual comedy, stand-up, variety show, what have you, what will you. I reached out to some friends. I really wanted to do something. I wanted to put together a little bit of fun, a little bit of levity in these crazy times. And also, I wanted to be able to kick back to some of my performer friends who were losing gigs left and right, and from the COVID-19 shutdown stuff. So, step one, man, everybody be safe. Everybody, love everybody. Check in on somebody around you. Check in on elderly people that are around, maybe not able to get to a store or something. And if you go pick some stuff up, just be nice. Just, in these times we're just trying to help each other, just trying to be not douchebags. So with that being said, we got my friend's super amazing performer, super amazing recording artist, Sarah Lemieux, who's going to play us some music while we hang out and get everybody situated. Please give her a big thumbs up in the comment section. I'm going to be linking to her webpage where you can go and support her, and take it away, Sarah.
I'm going to take it away. I just had a tragedy happen in my house because I was drinking a beer getting ready, and I spilled the entire beer on the floor. And I'm like, maybe there will be a time where I can't get any more. And I'm just going to have to lick it up off the floor from underneath my piano where it is. But that's not really how I feel, because that's not really what's going to happen. So I'm going to play a song called The Skies Stay Blue, which is a song that I wrote about how no matter what happens, the sky still stays blue. And it has 2 murders in it. So if you spot the 2 murders, you win a special prize. Murder in the dirty alleys, gutters running ruby red. All the while the quiet skies stay blue above our heads. Cloaks concealing bright stilettos, buggies stealing bread. And the skies stay blue overhead, y'all. The skies stay blue overhead. The skies stay blue, skies stay blue, skies stay baby blue overhead. Babylon hung fragrant gardens, Greece had golden ratios. Ancient quiet skies stayed blue while empires fell and rose. Louis mirrored all his castles to steal Saul's blazing glows. And the skies stay blue overhead, yo. The skies stay blue overhead. The skies stay blue, skies stay blue, skies stay baby blue overhead. The skies stay blue, the clouds stay white, the oceans wave and roar, and all the people distant golden shores. Johnny loved his Julie truly. She preferred her Mickey's bed. Cerulean skies still shimmer deeply overhead. Johnny's angry words earned him a goodbye kiss of lead. And the skies stay blue overhead, y'all. The skies stay blue overhead. The skies stay blue, skies stay blue, skies stay baby blue overhead, overhead, overhead. Ooh.
I'm gonna eat this little.
Yay! The sound of applause that I can't hear because I'm nowhere near anyone's filthy germy hands.
Yes. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
That was amazing. So Sarah Lemieux, I threw her info in the chat on YouTube. Please go click, buy stuff. Go watch her YouTube videos.
Add me on Spotify.
Add her on Spotify, and then what I want you to do is stream it when you go to bed and just let those streams pile up, but also, of course, listen to it.
Do you want me to play another song?
Yes, please.
So I have a horrible thing.
Oh, no.
Here's the horrible thing. In August, I was at a residency for composers with a bunch of friends of mine, and we were all sitting around a bonfire, and we were all like, man, it feels like the world's ending. So let's make a record about jazz for the end of the world. And I wrote an original song about the apocalypse. And we are going to release that record. We were supposed to, we were going to have it printed on vinyl and wait a little bit, but we're actually going to just release it now because it seems prescient. But the name of the song that I wrote is called Goodbye Paris. And it's very, in the context of current events, it's I don't know, it's a little much. But we'll have to see what you think about it. Goodbye, Paris. Goodbye, Rome. Goodbye, all the little things you dreamed that you would be when you were all grown. Goodbye, home. Goodbye, kisses. Goodbye, blue. Goodbye, all the little things we promised to each other that we'll never do. Goodbye, you. Hello, starlight. Hello, cold. Hello, infinite distances with no one to hold me close. Goodbye, sunrise. Goodbye, seas. Goodbye, all our best intentions that we never followed through on. Now it's too late for sorry. Goodbye, me. Goodbye. goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye. Yay. Terrifying song. Apocalypse.
No, apocalypses are amazingly fun and awesome as we're living through one right now.
Well, you know, and a lot of the things that I said goodbye to in that song are things that you could still do. You could still have trees. You could still have a sunrise, you know.
Sarah Lemieux, thank you so much. That was awesome. That was amazing. That was incredible.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Yes. Clap,
Now I get to watch you guys. Should I leave so that I can make a space?
I'm gonna drop you out, but just join back in and you'll be able to view, but you won't be able to chat, and then we'll see you in a little bit.
Okay, sounds good. Beat me when you need me.
Thanks. Sarah Lemieux. Give her a big round of applause. We're gonna add in Rob Balanchunas as he comes in. I know Harper is gonna really appreciate that because she herself is an amazing musical practitioner as well. Is that your bass, Harper? You muted yourself somehow.
So the link didn't
I
work.
did. I clicked the mute button because I'm polite.
Oh, now you were unmuted, and now Harrison is in as well.
Hey, how's it going?
What's going on? So thank you guys so much for joining this ridiculous, insane thing that we're going to attempt to call stand-up comedy. We're going to attempt to call it some type of performing art. I don't know what's going to go on. We just heard some amazing music from my friend Sarah Lemieux. She's a national touring recording artist. She has she has 2 albums, I know at least, that are out. I shared the link in the YouTube comments. Please go follow her on all the social medias, buy her stuff, give her some love. Also in the link I put in the Venmo account. That is my Venmo account, my personal account. All the profits, everything that we're collecting, any tips that you guys can throw over, $5, $10, $100, $1,000, whatever you guys got, send it on over. It's gonna go direct to the performers. We're just gonna, just try to help everybody out here. Try to give everybody back a little bit of cash from all the gigs that everybody lost in this ridiculous time. So we're going to let's see. Rob Balanchunas dropped out for some reason. Rob is messaging me right now. Yeah, yes, Rob. Yes, please rejoin. 1 sec. All right, so Rob, go ahead, Mo. What's up? So I'm gonna introduce everybody, and then we're gonna have start off, and we're gonna do our little bits, and we're gonna have a little fun time. So from some type of a bunker in Utah, maybe, or in Connecticut, we're not sure. We have Rodney Norman, a touring comic, stand-up comic. Rodney, thanks so much for joining.
It is a pleasure to be here in my undisclosed location.
Yes. We have Mo Green, who is coming to us from a parking lot somewhere, maybe outside of a correctional institute, maybe outside of a Wawa's. We do not know.
I live with my mom and she's nosy.
There we go.
That makes the most sense. That makes the most sense. We have Harrison Greenbaum, the hardest working man in show business, as James Brown is now dead. Harrison Greenbaum from New York City, who I said, hey, Harrison, let's collaborate and do something together. And he said, every gig in New York City would have to cancel for me to do something with you. So,
yeah, from 600 shows a year to what? 30? It's gonna be a big drop this year.
National pandemic, we got it. We've got Kate Clancy and Brian Barganier from the Meat Slap podcast, Daddy Woke, Mama Woke. Kate Clancy, a 2-time Connecticut fantasy football comics champion. She has a giant trophy to prove it. So Kate,
Hell yeah.
Kate had the amazing, fortunate luck of being of having her first special that she was going to be recording canceled. So that's great. And then we've got Harper Lau, who's in like it looks like a closet of some sort, maybe somewhere.
In like a what somewhere?
Are you in a closet? You look like you're in a broom closet.
No, it's just my room.
It's just your room. That's the rent that we can pay. Is that what it is?
Yep.
I'm broadcasting from my murder basement. This is all comic book stuff behind me, and this entire room is nothing but comic book stuff because I'm a man-child. So we're gonna kick off in a second. I'm going to actually Brian and Kate. Can you guys rejoin? I'm gonna drop you from the stream. Can you just come back in a second? I'm gonna add back in Rob Balanchunas here. Rob Balanchunas, hello. How's it going?
Hello, Rob. Where you at?
Rob, can you hear us?
There he is.
Hey,
Yes.
am I?
Rob has got some, it is on a little bit of a lag, a little bit of a delay. That's okay. Oh, there, that's much better. Rob is so vain that he made a collage of himself and is performing in front of a collage of himself.
That's brilliant.
So that's going to be amazingly fun and awesome. So we are going to, I'm going to start off with something here really quick. I'm going to go full screen on me. Hi, everybody. How's it going? I want you guys to follow along. This is my DuckTales shirt, by the way. New or old, DuckTales is amazing and is awesome. But I want you guys to follow along. I've got some M&Ms here. Let me get out all my M&Ms. And let's see. We've got yellow, brown, orange, and red M&Ms. All right. Get these all out of the way. Everybody see those M&Ms? Perfect. Okay, we're going to play it. Oh, I got them out of the screen. Perfect. We're going to play a little virtual game. I'm going to try to read everybody's mind virtually. So what I want you to do is just put your finger on, let's say this M&M right here. Just go ahead and put your finger on that M&M on your screen. And now if I told you to move one spot from that M&M, the only way that you can move is this way because there's nothing on this side. You can't move to a non-existent M&M. You'd have to move to this M&M, right? But then if I told you to move again from this M&M, you can move here, or you can move here, or you could jump back. And then as we go, there's an infinite number of possibilities. So what I want you to, let's start the game. Are you ready? We're going to start from the red M&M. I want you to put your finger on the screen, or if you can remember, if you're that good, I want you to move one spot. Now you're here. Okay, that's not much of a trick. That's not much of a trick. But if you're there right now, if I say move again, you could be somewhere else right now. And if I say move again, now move again, and move one more time. Now leave your finger right there. I'm going to say that you're not here.
Danny.
Now I want you to move again. Move again. And move again. Move one more time. And move one more time, just for fun. I'm going to say that you're not here. Now I want you to move again, and move again. Okay, this is the big one. I'm going to say that you're not here. If you're on the orange one, say hell yeah, or just give a thumbs up in the comment. If you're not, then I don't know. I messed up. So we're going to go to Rob Balanchunas. Rob is an amazing balloon artist variety performer. He's incredible. He's awesome. He's from Los Angeles. He is hunkered down here in Connecticut because apparently he thought that was a safer place to be than on the West Coast. So let me go full screen on Rob 1 second. And I'm going to mute everybody else. Rob Balanchunas, take it away.
Awesome. Well, hi, guys. I am Rob Balanchunas. This here is Rob Balanchunas. I also perform as Rob the Balloon Guy. However, that is just my name. Don't actually rob me.
That's funny.
It's kind of weird not having an audience, but we'll do our best. So I twisting balloons for about 20 years now, and that blows away 23. And I wasn't as good back then. Carried my balloons around in a little paper bag, but like everybody. The worm. Thank you.
Nice.
The pregnant worm. The miracle of birth. Thank you. But I got better. I kept practicing. I learned much more advanced. The snake. The more advanced. Those of you who like weather phenomena, the tornado. But finally, I learned the balloon that most balloon people learn how to make first. And that is the dog. For the dog, you have the head, the legs, and the other legs. The dog. Would you like him? Oh, before I forget, he actually does some tricks. All right, boy, sit up. Good boy. Speak. Good boy. Roll over. Good boy. Play dead. Good boy. So. Oh, actually, hold on. I have an idea. In the 70s, there was this book called Balloon, and this doctor, who's a quack, Frank, had this theory that you could revive dead balloon animals using a special technique. And it's total BS, but maybe just in the day and age we're living in, it might just work.
What?
He lives!
Yes!
If you send me your address,
Somebody's
I'll send
performing right now, you know what I mean?
Yes!
Alrighty. I would like to show you something that's a little bit dangerous. It's one of the classics of balloon magic and one of my favorites. The needle. Through the balloon. And affect the balloon. And penetrate it with a needle. And it does not break.
Nice.
First, I'll inflate the balloon. probably shouldn't be mouth inflating these days, so using a puff. Terry. Although I think balloons are immune, I'm not sure. Oh wait, I'm not out of breath. Never mind. I will now penetrate the balloon with the needle.
Oh. I need that
We're at a
book.
very important step. Oops. Oh, I forgot. I think they say about 20 seconds is how much you're supposed to do it for. All right, very important step. I will now place the balloon into a deep trance. He is asleep. I will now penetrate the balloon with the needle.
What?
And the balloon does not pop.
Yes!
Got dope.
Rob Balanchunas.
Thank you guys very much for watching. I am Rob Belchunas, Rob the Balloon Guy. Enjoy the rest of this show.
Yes.
Yay.
Give him love, give him love. Rob Balanchunas. All right, so I'm going to, one second. Rob, I'm going to, thank you so much, my man. I'm going to drop you just to add in the Brian Barganier and Kate dropped. That's all right. Okay. So I want to give a big shout out to Peter Hugh, Dennis Wilson, Justin Stromberg, Swizz, and Sarah Gali for hitting us up at the Venmo and donating for this amazing, ridiculous, silly event. Also, Kate Clancy's mom, Mama Clancy, who donated earlier. That was fantastic. Thank you guys so much. We've raised $7.28.
We're red.
So far.
Sweet.
Yes.
That'll get you one roll of toilet paper at the Cumberland Farms.
Oh,
Really? Which Cumberland Farms are coming right there? That's a big deal.
where is that toilet paper? I would love to get some.
Well, they're out now.
So we added back in Kate and Brian. 1 second, we're going to kick it off here. So I forgot to put on the lineup that I sent to everybody, Harper and Sarah, because I'm a misogynistic pig apparently. I'm so sorry, but so we're gonna lead off. We're gonna go right to Harper, ladies and gentlemen. I met Harper probably about. What is that, about 4 or 5 years ago now? I think the first time we did anything was at the open mic at Lyric Hall.
Yeah.
When that thing was still in existence. I would love for open mics to be a thing again. But Harper told one of the funniest jokes I ever heard about her breasts, and it linked it to hockey, and it was the most funniest thing I've ever heard, and I try to tell it to other people about my breasts, and it doesn't work as well. So please give a big round of applause to Harper.
Alrighty. Thank you so much. So I'm going to do a thing I did a couple of years ago. Don't know if you guys can see. I'm also a bass player. If the volume is overwhelming, I will stop. But I just had fun about a year ago playing my bass with my set. So let's try that. It's been an interesting week for me. I'm in one of the high-risk groups for coronavirus. I am at home now, which is good, because I spent the last week thinking that everybody kind of looked like a flesh sack covered in knives, and you don't exactly provide really good customer service when you do that. So, but I'm doing my best. And also, I just played bass guitar for a musical called Disaster the Musical. It takes place in the late 70s on a casino boat, and an earthquake and a tidal wave hit this casino at the same time. We learn in that musical that bankrupt casino owners should not run disaster recovery scenarios. So, there you go. But I'm originally from a town in North Carolina, small town in North Carolina. My father has been practicing social distancing and social isolation since before my birth. So, he's on a farm in North Carolina, and he is so safe. He is so safe right now. You're laughing at us so bad. My hometown's great, though. Great and not. We're very proud in the South of our cooking. We like to cook things from scratch. For my hometown, we cook a lot of meth. Yeah, we cook a lot of meth. We raided my high school when I was growing up, because the cafeteria lady had a mobile meth lab in the trunk of her car. I appreciate the side hustle, but I did not need to know that teeth were not supposed to be in cornbread. You have any idea how embarrassing it was for a Yankee to have to tell that to me? No freaking way. Oh my God. But in all seriousness, my hometown was so poor. How poor was it?
How poor was it?
How poor was it?
It was so poor. The last hurricane built sustainable housing.
Woo!
We tried back there. We tried. They assigned us the Crucible in high school just like everybody else. But it didn't quite go like everybody else. You know what the top grade book report in my class was? It wasn't mine. It wasn't mine. It was the guy who got up there, stood in front of the class, and said, "None of this would have happened if John Proctor hadn't sweeped that stupid hoe." That's reading comprehension there for you. But you can't really slut shame at the high school I come from. I didn't fit in, though. I was pretty big in my goth phase at the time. Everybody else was wearing maternity. It's kind of hard. And not pregnant. Yeah. Is this space working or not?
Yeah, we hear.
I mean, is it just good in general? But anyway. So, yeah, my mom, she sat me down when I was really young, and she had talks with me really young, but not about the same thing that other families have talked to their kids about. My mama sat me down and talked to me about rabies. I grew up in the woods. She said, and I'll never forget this as long as I live, it's great advice, I'm going to give it to you guys. Sweetie, if something is being nice to you for no reason, it just wants to give you a disease. There's a brothel back home. It's probably shut down right now, but there's a brothel back home. It's across the border in South Carolina. In case you guys ever want to go to a South Carolina brothel, I could hook you up. I asked my mother, what's the name of the town near us that has that brothel? Not the time you want to hear, go ask your dad. People don't really get the Southern character. They don't get us. They think we're all just, a bunch of toothless cousin fuckers, which I take exception to that. I've got teeth, and I only got the second base with my cousin, so let's be real. I did not. That is a lie. But people don't get the Southern character. Let me put it this way. We either have 3 degrees or 3 baby daddies. We are either Beyonce or we are beyond saving. And that is just who we are as a people. Someone up here actually said to me, "Oh, you're a musician and you're from the South. Do you like play the banjo?" Bitch. No. That is so unbelievably rude. It is very, very rude to assume a Southerner plays banjo. Not all Southerners play banjo. I'll have you know that in addition to this, I play jug. My mama plays washboard. I have been with my boyfriend for a year now. Yay, give it up for us. We've been together for a year. But I think that people who are in new relationships just keep it quiet. I really do. You should keep it quiet for about the first 9 to 12 weeks, just to make sure that you're going to keep it. Follow blue state abortion guidelines each time. My boyfriend's a good egg. Everybody on the show knows him. He's a good egg. But I've dated some bad seeds, and I thought those were good eggs before, too. And about the time that a good egg turns to a bad seed, usually that's when you swallow the first load. Now, I will say that I told that joke one time at a show that my mother was in attendance at. She openly said, "Ew." And I said, "Yeah, that's my mama, y'all." It got a bigger laugh than the joke did. I need to fix that joke. Let's see. But my mom's great. She said to me when I was very young, she gave me the same advice that her grandmother gave to her. She said to her, "Sweetie, don't marry it, be it. Don't marry a doctor, be a doctor. Don't marry a lawyer, be a lawyer. Don't marry a drunk, honey, be a drunk. Women can do whatever they want." I understand why all the sports leagues had to cancel, because I can read drafts, but I am sad that the NHL had to, because we're about to go into playoffs for that in a month, and so. But it was a good time for that because the Penguins were starting to suck. So, all right. They really were. Oh my God. They were like looking like they're going to take it all, and then what the fuck. But I like the Stanley Cup because it's coated in tradition. Hockey players that contend for the cup do not touch the cup until they win the cup. And that I want to apply to my boobs. The Stanley Cups. Eastern Conference, Western Conference. If you're old school, come on, you guys know what it is. It would be really interesting if the name of every guy that had ever touched my boobs was etched on my boobs. So, there have been some dry spells in my life. That was just a season not played. I like women's hockey was getting a lot of traction. The U.S. women won the gold medal. They were joining announcing teams, leading all-star games, all that good stuff. But I hate that there's never going to be true equality between women's sports and men's sports. And I don't say that as any kind of political statement. I'm someone who notices people. I was watching the Olympic gold medal game. Canada, Russia, they're tied. It doesn't get bigger than that in women's hockey. An announcer for NBC actually said, "These women are about to have the period of their lives." Babies are, there's some newer ones I've written lately. Babies are like hangovers. I'm only sympathetic if I also have one. Let's see. All Republican couples to me have this vibe like they keep a teenage girl in the basement. And like they're really pissed that she's not tax deductible. Okay, that's a tax code joke. All right. Let's see. One more thing before I go. Crap, no, half the rest of my set is based on traveling. I'm not going to do that. That's just going to knock everybody out. But I appreciate you putting this on, Adam. I really do. This was a really great idea. I hope we can do more of this as we kind of retreat from our lives and Do our thing.
Yes.
Thank
you, Harper.
Hey, Harper.
Oh my God, that was so great. That's my yeah. So Harper's a Pittsburgh Penguins fan, and I am a diehard Steelers fan. So we link up on that. If I had to pick a hockey, I was a Whalers fan before they just left town. Leaving me crying, much like my dad. That was fun.
Well, the thing I appreciate about all this is that now the rest of the NHL can understand what it's like to be a Hartford Whalers fan.
Yes. Yeah, it would only be fun if you got to see the team that you rooted for as and going to the Hartford Civic Center with hanging out with the Rats and going all the time and rooting for this team that was bottom basement feeders all the time, and then watching them 2 years later after they moved win the Stanley Cup. And we were so excited that we had half Hurricanes, half Whalers jerseys, so that we could kind of somewhat be in the conversation of being, having a championship. It was like that would be like my mom, leaving us and getting a new family and celebrating the fact that she got pregnant with it and started a whole new life. Hey, Mom, that's great.
Hey, I just celebrate whoever wins the Stanley Cup. I just celebrate as if the Hartford Whalers had won, because I figure if we're pretending we have a team, we might as well pretend they win every year.
Why not?
Why not?
Let's do it.
Who's
it
hurting?
Kate.
I was gonna say Jamaican families, Jamaican dudes celebrate having new families all the time, man. Like 2 blocks from each other, not even known each other. True.
So no lie. So my dad left when I was born. It must have been something about this face that turned him on. But he left and had a whole nother family.
Yeah.
I didn't know him at all, but he had a whole other family, had another woman, had 3 other kids. So I had 2 half brothers and a half sister. I didn't really know at all. But the crazy thing was, years and years later, I met him once or twice in passing. I don't really ever have a conversation with the guy ever. Don't know much about him. And then I'm 18 years old, and I get a call. My mom says, "Your dad is passing away. Do you want to go? We should go to the hospital and see him or whatever." The story gets funnier. Sorry. So I go there and I meet these half brothers and half sisters who I never saw, and I start talking to them. So who was my dad? And so they're like, "Oh, yeah, he was a cool cat. He knew a bunch of card tricks. He was a magician." I'm like, "Fuck me." I'm like, great. I'm just getting shitty redeeming qualities from my dad. That's fantastic. So
you know what that means, Adam? That whole story you just told us.
Yo.
It means that you're half Jamaican.
Yeah. My little sister's half black. She's Ashley Jackson. So as she says, people ask her all the time, Jackson, because she looks white, but they're like, Jackson. She's like, yeah, like Michael Jackson, not Andrew Jackson. But I had to tell my daughter. I told my little daughter. I'm like, she was 7 at the time. I'm like, she's like, why does Auntie have a different last name than us? And I said, she's like, it's because she's married. I was like, no, Auntie's not married. I said, but Auntie has a different dad than me. I said, Auntie Ashley's half black. And she got wide-eyed and she's like, what? I'm like, yeah, she's half black. She's like, does that mean I'm half black? I'm like, no, baby, no, you don't get away with any racial jokes. I'm sorry, I tried. It doesn't work.
No. You still can't use the N-word. Sorry.
No, never. So, Kate Clancy and Brian Barganier have set up a actual microphone and a stage and are broadcasting from the bomb shelter, but neither one of them are there. Apparently, they're serving drinks in their makeshift comedy club. Wait, there's Kate Clancy. All right, so, oh, she's smiling. She's ready to go. So we're going to pass off to Kate Clancy. Ladies and gentlemen, the next comic doing an actual stand-up set with a microphone and a backdrop is somebody that I absolutely love to death. Kate Clancy is an amazing, funny, touring comic, not a magician. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to be a magician. Touring comic. She was supposed to tape her special next week, or is it this week? Next week?
Thursday.
Keeping it diarrheal. Hopefully, as soon as this is all done, we're going to have a big, huge party. We're going to sell out the place again. She's going to tape her special. It's going to go absolutely bonkers bananas. Netflix is going to pick her up for a multi-million-dollar deal. But right now, you get to see her.
I was nervous you were about to say it was going to go viral.
No, I was going to.
Don't want to say that anymore. Oh my God.
We got to hold off from that one.
The B word.
We got to hold off from that one. Before we give it off, I want to give a big shout out to Nicole Kinsley, Danielle Lawrence. Danielle, thank you so much. Who else we got here? Andrea Burns, John Reed, Professor M, Marvin Pittman. Thank you guys so much for sending over the PayPal and the Venmos. Thank you guys so much. We are up to $10.38 and two stamps, but they are forever stamps. Forever stamps. They do not go bad. But please give a big round of applause to Kate Clancy, who is muted for some reason. Kate, you're muted. Don't check the microphone. That doesn't actually work. I don't think it's connected to your phone.
All right.
We're getting it figured out there.
Hold on.
There we are.
We good?
Yes. Give it a big round of applause, Kate Clancy.
Hell yeah. Perfect. All right. Now, guys, I'm going to just say this right now. I did not prepare any material about coronavirus. I didn't go that route. I just think that there's a lot of bigger things going on right now, currently, that just need our attention. I really do. And, you know, it's not just about the sickness, okay? There's a lot going on. And I want to talk to the women specifically for just a moment. Men, go in the other room, grab another drink, whatever you got to do. Ladies, I need to talk to you. Valentine's Day is only about a month behind us, okay? Which means we only have, by my calculation, about 10.5 months to unionize and collectively bargain for better rights, okay? But here's the thing, ladies. It starts with you, all right? Heather, I know you're watching. It starts with you. Audrey, you're out there. It starts with you. My mother, Caroline. Hi, Mom. It starts with you. Ladies, stop sucking dick for Whitman samplers, okay? Enough. We have to stop the madness. We have to demand. When he bought you a Whitman sampler, thinking of you, when he bought the Whitman sampler, all right, he went to CVS, he gave the cashier his mother's home phone number because that's the one with the X. And then he saved $2 off the sticker right guard. And guess what? The cashier then told him he gets a free Whitman sampler. Then he brought that shit home to you, and then you're gonna suck his dick over a treat that comes with a mask like you're Nicolas fucking Cage? Okay? No, absolutely not. If it's a strawberry cream, I am doing nothing, okay? Toblerone or better, ladies. Toblerone or better. You better be chanting at home. Toblerone or better. We need better working conditions, ladies. We need it, okay? Get your shit together. Get it together. I'm sorry. I had to do that. I have to use my platform. It's the responsible thing to do. Here's the thing. On Valentine's Day, one of my girlfriends posted a picture of the gift she received from her boyfriend who does not live with her. Now, before I go on a rampage, let me just mention that I am a dog lover. I love dogs, very much so. But her boyfriend, who does not live with her, bought her a puppy. And I am sorry, folks, that is not a gift, that is a chore, okay? If you were thinking about getting me a puppy at any time, don't do it. Do not do it. I do not want one. Get me a gift certificate to Chili's, all right? Because if anyone's going to shit on the floor of my apartment, it's going to be me after Chili's, all right? Let me just make that perfectly clear. I really everybody. It's crazy out there. I have a lot to say. I have a lot to get off my chest. There's a lot of important things going on right now, currently. And you know what? One of them is the feminist movement. I do think it's time to talk about that. We already have collectively bargained for better rights, right? We are demanding better gifts. And now I need to talk to you about equality, okay? Now in 2020, sometimes people get a little carried away, all right? I think they think that this is more about special treatment than it is about equal treatment, okay? But not for me. I am a true blue, old school, 1970s bra burning feminist, all right? This is what I believe. If you are a true feminist, I want you to look within right now and ask yourself, how often do I take bottom when I'm 69? Okay, ask yourself. Because if it's less than 50%, that is not true equality, all right? You cannot be out here taking a stand when every once in a while we got to take one line down, ladies, all right? You can't do it. You can't do it. You got to be willing to take the backside of a ball sack to the underside of your nostril before I'd even be willing to give you a penny over 70 cents on the goddamn dollar, because that's equal pay for equal work, all right? And before you get on me, like I'm not the voice of a generation, all right? Before you start posting mean comments, let me just say this. When I got with my man, he was 100 pounds heavier than me, okay? I have earned my stripes in the trenches like a decorated soldier. You don't know what I've seen. You don't know what I've seen. I do love a comic on the show tonight that you are going to see. Brian, he's going to be here at the bomb shelter with me. We are holed up together, but it's okay because we're in love. We're in love, so it's okay. And you know, it's not so bad being stuck with the one that you love. And I know I'm in love with him. I know that for a fact, because I was doing that one thing that you only do with the person you're in love with, right? You guys all know what it is. I don't have to even see you to know. You know what it is if you're in love. Of course you do. What do? Say it with me. Say it out loud in your living room, your bedroom, your bathroom, wherever you are. Say it right now. What do? You
anal.
Suck his dick in public bathrooms. Right, exactly. We do that. We do that, okay? Because you've never been more sure than when you hear an automatic paper towel dispenser going off in your ear and you're like, I'm exactly where I want to be right now. That's how you know, okay? That is how you know. It's undeniable. And when you're in love, the responsible thing to do is to stay safe, right? I don't want children. I do not have children. The only baby bump I want is coming off the tip of someone's keys after this whole pandemic thing blows over, all right? That's all I want. Just a little something for mama. Here's the thing. I decided I should probably get on some birth control, right? That's the responsible thing to do. So you can tell I'm a transplant. You can tell I moved here from New York. I am not from Connecticut. I'm from New York. I live in Salem, Connecticut now, because that's what you do when you want to make it big in comedy, everybody. You leave New York and you move to Salem, Connecticut, where all your wildest dreams can come true. Like all the greats before me in the industry, they've all paid their dues in Salem. So I Googled Planned Parenthood in Waterbury, Connecticut. Now, for those of you who are not from Connecticut watching this, that may mean nothing to you. To those of you who are from Connecticut, you know I made a grave mistake, right? Went to Planned Parenthood in Waterbury. There was a woman outside the Planned Parenthood holding a sign, okay? She's passionate like me. She's holding a sign. It said hangers are for coats. But she spelled hangars Hangars, which is a storage facility for airplanes, okay? So she had a lot of coats. I weave past Nancy North Base, I get inside, all right? I have a game plan in my head. I'm like, I'm just gonna skip on in, get a handful of slut Skittles and skedaddle, all right? In and out. But that is not how this works, you guys. It's not. Doctors are salespeople. They will pitch you things you've never heard of before in hopes that you are stupid enough to go for it, and I am, all right? They pitched me the Depo shot, which is a 99.7% effective form of birth control administered every 3 months via a shot right in your ass. Now, it's not the first time I've taken a shot in the ass to avoid getting pregnant. But it is the first time there was a copay, so that was different. Maybe it's a Connecticut thing, I don't know. It was very different. Oh my God. So I have to tell you guys why my special is going to be called Keep It Diarrheal when it is officially rescheduled for filming. Here's why. Long time ago, it was about 3.5 years ago, I lost 100 pounds. I did. Lost 100 pounds in 10 months. It was a very fast transition. Yes, thank you. I was eating very clean. I was following the keto diet. Okay, that's low carb, high fat. It's burger, no bun, extra tears. That's it. All right. So I was eating very clean, meat, veggies, cheese, whatever. And then after 6 months of that, someone said to me, hey, did you know you're allowed to have sugar-free candy on the keto diet? And I did not know that, okay? Boy, oh boy, was I excited. Here's what I did. I bought a whole bag of sugar-free Reese's Cups, and I went and I saw It Chapter 1 in the theater. It was a few years ago. It Chapter 1, scary movie. But here's the thing, you guys, the sweetener in sugar-free candy, mannitol, is also an extreme laxative. So there was nothing in that theater that was even close to how scary that 20-minute drive home was. When I say I shit in 4 lawns, it was 4 front lawns. I was 29 and I was shitting in lawns. We went from It Chapter 1 to Shit Chapter 2. There was no holding it back. There was nothing I could do, all right? But I know what you're thinking. That's disgusting, right? You're like, you are, but nay, I am a lady. I keep love box in my napkin, or I keep napkin. I'm not an animal, okay? But also, like not an animal, I left the napkin there because what are you gonna do, right? Which, that may not mean much to you guys at home right now, but to those 4 homeowners who went and checked the mail the next day and looked down and saw it, they had to flip through the mental Rolodex of every person they've ever wronged, trying to figure out who finally took a shit in their lawn, right? Because we are all just seconds away. I was just at ShopRite and someone got in front of me at the Speedy Express checkout with 1 additional item. I counted. I almost took a dump in his lawn. All right, but we're supposed to be socially distancing. So God bless. You guys, this has been bizarre, but I've had a lot of fun. Thank you so much. And my neighbors are probably going to get us evicted. So bye guys. Thank you.
Keep it going. Give a big
All
round.
right.
Thank you.
One of my favorite comics. Absolutely amazing.
I don't know what's going on, but all of a sudden I'm craving keto-friendly chocolate.
I just, no lie, I just had an Atkins bar before I ate those M&Ms. It's true. So we
bad.
Oh, farting bad. Choco Zero.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. All right, so we gotta hold on. I gotta give some shout outs here on the for the donations here. I gotta give a big shout out to Marta Navarro. We got let's see, Blair, Andrea, Jay Burns, John Reed, my friend John Reed, an amazing balloon artist. John's another person, so amazing, so awesome, lost a bunch of gigs and work because of this COVID-19. Go follow him, Mustache on the Move. Go look at him up on YouTube. He's a Guinness Book of World Record holding balloon artist and performer. Absolutely amazing. And a big thank you to Brad Beatty, a magician, an amazing magician in his own right, who gave us a very big donation via PayPal. Thank you so much, Brad. You were awesome and amazing and great. And I will give you a hand job later. I have to. So, but next up is apparently also in the bomb shelter, which is a new comedy club in Salem, Connecticut, which if I looked it up on Wikipedia, Salem, Connecticut was actually the birthplace of Steve Martin, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy. They all started in Salem, Connecticut. It's amazing that is the birthplace of amazing comedy.
It's true.
Give me one second. I actually have to go to.
I actually believe that for like 2 seconds.
I have to go to Wikipedia real quick. And make that entry so that it fits my fits what I'm saying. But so next up, coming from the bomb shelter, one of my favorite comics, Brian Barganier is a nationally touring comic. He has the Meat Slap podcast. He's all over Connecticut, New York, Massachusetts, Jersey. Not right now. But as soon as COVID-19 is over, please go check them out. Kate and Brian. Brian Barganier is frozen up and is just. I'm stalling for time here as Brian is not. Oh, he's buffering.
Uh-oh. He's
just buffering. He's buffering. So I will tell. So. Oh, there he is, Brian. Are you ready, baby? Can you hear us?
Are we back?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're good. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause for Brian Barganier.
Woo!
Or not, Brian.
Frozen in time.
He's frozen in time. He's working it out. Brian and Kate are going to get on a better internet plan somehow. They are on T-Mobile right now.
Great. I get to wear my PJs in this. Anyone else is rocking PJs right now?
Oh,
Right, doing some.
I got the PJs on.
Yeah. Fancy pants, right?
All right.
Yes, I am taping a Crowdwork special right now, you guys. We're doing it live.
Brian,
Quarantine Crowdwork. I've been, I don't know, what's up? They say when you start a comedy set, you guys, you gotta relate to the audience immediately. Okay, have you guys ever weigh yourself, take a shit, and then weigh yourself? I'm ready to talk numbers right now. I've been bogged down for a while. I dropped a 2-pounder today. It's a big fucking dump, right? I'm just saying, if that was weed, that'd be a fucking felony, you know? 2 pounds. We are in Connecticut. I know weed's not legal in Connecticut, but it is legal in Massachusetts now, which is fucking awesome. Has anyone gone to Massachusetts and smoked legal weed yet? Woo!
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I don't know. If you haven't gone to Massachusetts and smoked legal weed yet, you need to just fucking do it. It's awesome. Hell yeah. Like, my grandma was super proud of me. I said I was going to Mass every Sunday. Like, it's fucking awesome, you guys. I've been doing a lot of fundraiser shows. I don't expect you to know what that means in the biz, but what that means is I'm doing a show for free for charity. So it's like I get to do something for a good cause, and it's dick jokes, so it's like double yay. I was doing one, though, recently. It was not going well. I hesitate even bringing it up, but I was talking about Lou Gehrig's disease. Whatever, I'm not going to make fun of it. What I said was Lou Gehrig's disease is a terrible disease. It really is. But it must be pretty cool to have a disease named after you. I mean, can you imagine how cool Jeff AIDS must have felt? Right? It's a 10 out of 10 joke. It's perfect. I stuck the landing and everything. Bar owner and entire crowd super fucking pissed at me. Literally, the bar owner rips me aside. He's like, what the fuck was that? This is a benefit show for people with ALS. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't even watch minor league baseball. Adam said it like already. I live in Salem, Connecticut, so that's pretty cool. No one knows where that is. What I try and tell people is that it's 10 minutes from the casino. I'm sure you all know Foxwoods, Mohegan. That's a good landmark for anybody. Maybe you can clap if you know the casinos or something. I can hear you guys sort of in the distance. But I don't like the casinos. I don't know why. I don't have a good game or anything. It's a big argument in our house, I guess. Like, Kate's kind of for it. I'm like, not really. Like, I like the people watching, but like, not gambling. Like, the last one we went to was Mohegan Sun. Like, is this a typical Mohegan Sun experience? Like, we went and there was 5 of us. We had to park on the rooftop parking lot. which you all know is fucking lawless. I don't know why there's a parking lot up there. I guess it's when you lose all your fucking money, you can just jump off the fucking building or whatever. So we're walking in, there's 5 of us, it's like 11 at night, and there's a drug dealer standing there. And I know this guy is a drug dealer because his sweatshirt matched his sweatpants. So this guy, you all know what I'm talking about. This guy hits me with a line that I'm unfamiliar with, though. As we walk by, he just goes, "Yo, I got that diesel if you need it." I don't know what that means. Like, I'm a pothead, like I said. That's all I do. I know there's a weed called sour diesel. So, like, I thought he meant that. So I just turned to my friends, like, you guys want to get some weed from this guy? Like, fuck it, we'll get a little bit of weed. We'll go to the casino. We'll lose a little bit of money. Sir, how much is your marijuana? This guy gets, like, instantly confused. He's like, weed? What? He pulls it out. He's like, this is heroin. Like, he's just showing me a bag of heroin. I almost, gosh golly gee whizzed my way into buying heroin. I don't know about you guys, but I've never bought heroin before. I have no need for it. I don't know. I also don't know the unit of measurement. It's like bindle something. Like, if I had to buy it, I'd be like, I don't know, one heroin, please, sir. However much it is to die, just like a little bit less. I just want to be really good at the trumpet for like 45 minutes. I'm assuming I'm crushing right now. I think that's the only assumption.
Oh, yeah, I think that's
the heroin jokes are doing great. I don't know. I do a lot of fun shows, and I actually appreciate you guys a bunch for watching this pandemic stream. And it's not easy doing this in front of my bathroom when there's so many fun things I could be doing in there right now. To show you guys that I appreciate you guys, I'm going to tell you guys about the worst show I ever did. Besides this, the worst show I ever did. No, I'm kidding. This is great. I literally didn't have to leave my fucking living room for this. Let's just jump right in, you guys. Worst show I ever did. Arkansas. Don't woo. I hope they nuke Arkansas. I don't even care. It's a bar show. To set it up kind of in your head, like, there's a stage where I'm standing, there's a bar to the side, and then there's an entrance in the back. Like, we all know what the room looked like. Picture wherever you are right now, but like 48 less people, but 26 more cowboy hats. You all know what the room looks like. So I walk in the entrance to the bar, right? The show has not started yet. I can't stress that enough. I walk in, and there's a lady standing there. So when I walk in, she just goes, "I fucking hate you." I'm like, damn. I come up on stage. I start doing my jokes. She sits right up front, like as close as possible. She starts screaming, "Boo! You suck! I hate this!" And I'm like, that actually happens all the time. So I walk to the bar. She gets up, follows me, and keeps yelling, like, "What are you gonna do? Order some shitty fucking drinks just like your shitty fucking jokes?" It's like, Jesus Christ, lady. Like, I decide I'm gonna offer her an olive branch. I go, "Hey, get a shot on my tab. I'm gonna buy you a shot. Here's what this piece of shit ordered." She ordered a shot of Jaeger and Goldschlager mixed together, and then she gave me the finger while she drank it. Yeah, real class act. Probably the governor of Arkansas, honestly. But that's the exchange we now have, right? Like, I keep buying her shots, she just keeps getting shittier. Like, she slams down her shot like, "You know, if I had my gun right now, I'd shoot you." Holy shit, let's get you another shot, right? Point, I buy her so many shots, the bartender pulls me aside and cuts me off from buying her shots. He's like, "She fucking hates you. Like, stop being nice and buying her shots." And I'm like, "Nice? I want her to fucking die in a DUI. Like, what are you talking about?" And don't even suck your teeth at me. She didn't have enough teeth to identify the body, okay? you would have just saw a Honda Accord with flannel and baby wipes in it and been like, oh shit, Teresa's dead. Well, hey, that's it for me. I really appreciate you guys coming up to the bomb shelter. Enjoy the rest of your show, you guys.
Bravo.
Yes. Oh my goodness, Brian Barganier. I threw it in the chat on the YouTube channel. Please follow Brian's other side project, maybe his main project now, Public Access and Chill. Possibly the greatest content being produced on the internet right now. It's just absolutely amazing, fun stuff. We did a live show at Comics in Mohegan Sun that was possibly the most experimental, crazy thing that I've ever been a part of in my life, to watch the crowd who did not understand what they were in store for watch this sketch comedy show. They thought they were going to see like stand up. They're like, yeah, we're going to see like Dane Cook. And they saw the most insane, they saw two auteur German filmmakers doing a little bit, showing a fake film that played behind them while a woman came out and pretended to actually ate a Subway sandwich out of a guy's crotch. And the audience had no idea what the fuck was going on. And I think at some point they just started laughing because they felt that they had to. It was absolutely amazing. I'm going to go.
It was a poetry slam gone wrong. What do you want me to say? They can't all be winners. And they were all at my show that night.
No, it was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. They were just like so taken back. It was so awesome. It was so great. And that was one of
Well, thank you for having really low standards. I appreciate that.
No, stop. We did Public Access and Chill live at the CT Comedy Theater, where Kate Clancy was supposed to tape her special. Really? And that was absolutely friggin' amazing. That was insane. That was the first time we did something together, I think. And that was the birth of my asshole magician person.
Yeah. Yeah, where I was like, can you just do your regular set but be really rude to the crowd the entire time?
Yeah. It was like that.
Great. You did a fantastic job. You were born to play that role.
It was that Patton Oswalt joke. Like, it was that Patton Oswalt joke, like come to life. Like, fuck you. You know, here's a cane. Fuck you. This silk disappeared. Fuck you. All right.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna go to from New York City, Harrison Greenbaum, a fellow magician, though he doesn't like to tell people that when he's doing comedy.
Well, I think Rodney was clean shaven at the beginning of this live stream, right?
Yes, I was.
We've been going that long.
And Maurice is going to be the first comic ever to get a ticket while doing his set, so that's exciting.
Mo's actually collecting money right now for tolls. That's what he's doing.
And Brian's in his bathroom, which I wish I was, because this way, if I take a shit during the show, I could also take a shit.
Oh, all right. So we're just going to come right to it. We're going to go full.
Let's just do a roast.
Big round of applause. Harrison Greenbaum, ladies and gentlemen, from New York City.
Look at this thing that doesn't work. This is not a task for me to have like a crutch or like a third wheel on a tricycle. I'm doing stand up, everybody. We're now locked down. I'm doing shows for essentially 6 people at a time. I've been prepping for this my entire career. This is it. This is it. I'm excited. I actually decided to be a comedian senior year of college. That's when to tell my parents who were paying for college. Like I had to say, Mom, Dad, very tell you. And they were like, "You're gay." And I was like, "No, I want to be a comedian." And they were like, "We'd rather you be gay." Like, is that an option on the table? Because we'll go to the parade. We will go. Magic. I also do magic, which is very similar, right? Magic gay, very similar. Sparkles, capes, disappointed fathers, gigantic things in impossibly small locations. This is not, by the way, the weirdest gig I've ever done. The weirdest gig, I was in middle school. This guy called me up. He's like, "I want you to do a benefit for the Center for the Hearing Impaired." I was like, "What?" He was like, perfect. He's like, can you do a magic show for the deaf? I was like, yeah, that's the easiest magic show I will ever do. And it was, right? Because he had them pick cards. He's like, I'm going to turn around. You show everybody. And my friend in the back just screamed out. I'm going to insert an applause break later. And, I'm currently in my apartment, by the way. You see, that is my bathroom. That is my bedroom. People still come over. They ask me which is which. I say, let's play a game. Open the door, and if there's a bed, don't shit on it. Those are your options there. I actually don't know most of my neighbors in this building. I finally, my next door neighbor, all I know is she's very loud during certain activities. I finally met her like 2 weeks ago in the elevator. I was like, hey, how was your weekend? She's like, it was okay. I was like, it was more than okay. 7 times. I counted. It was 7 times. And I like being in New York. I actually got into an argument on the subway, and the guy quoted the Bible at me. That is not fair. Like, you get to quote from your favorite book. I should be able to quote from my favorite book, right? He's like, men do not live on bread alone. Matthews 4:4. It's like everybody's a little bit magic. Harry Potter, chapter 7. Not a fair fight, right? Because one of those books is a classic about a man who has sacrificed himself for the good of the world, and the other is the Bible.
That's good.
Thank you, Maurice. You're my favorite. Not supposed to have a favorite, but it's you. And the Bible's weird because the word Bible is a Latin word. It means book. Literally what the Bible is, the book, which is a very cocky title for a book. It means God is writing stuff down, and he's like, hey, what are you going to call that book? He's like, book? This is the book. Like, Jesus Christ. He's like, that's the next one. I'm going to call it New Book. Because the Book of Mormon, the New Testament is a sequel, and the Book of Mormon is the fan fiction. This is great. This is day 1 of the quarantine. I'm already fucking up punchlines. All right. Keep going. By the way, have you seen this thing where France had to issue an advisory that cocaine does not cure coronavirus? Have you seen that? Why? Why are you ruining everybody's fun? If it doesn't hurt that much, let them try it. If they were like, guess what? Blowjobs could cure corona. Let people think that for a good 3 days. It's the least you can do, governments. Start spreading terrible rumors that lead to very fun outcomes. I don't know. This is my little, I don't know if you can see it over there. There we go. That is my terrarium. It's my Haunted Mansion themed terrarium. I don't have any pets. I kind of wish I got one before this thing started. I would have loved to get a goldfish. But I had a bad experience when I was 12 with fish. I went to the pet store and I was going to get like a beta fish. And I was like, I'll take one red one, one blue one. And the pet store owner was like, no, you can't do that. Those are Siamese fighting fish. So they'll literally attack each other. They'll kill each other until there's only one left. Oh, no. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't know that. I'll take all of them. Are you kidding me? I'm 12 years old and you're saying for under $100 I can have like a Mortal Kombat style tournament with these things? Just drop them all in one tank, wait till there's blood in the water, and I have the strongest fish in the tri-state area? Yeah, I would like one of those beta fish. Fuck it. I'm going to end up with an alpha fish. And my girlfriend, I'm currently dating a girl from Nebraska, which is a fun sentence to say because different parts of it are surprising to each of you. I mean, what a journey you guys just went on, huh? You're like, dating, what? A girl? No, Nebraska, get the fuck out of here. She is definitely in that room and not imaginary. That would have been good timing if she walked out. Or if somebody else just came out, shook their head, and then ducked back in. But anyway, dating, I think dating in this Corona world is going to be very difficult. I feel like Love is Blind has prepared us very well. But I'm glad to not have to be going on dates for a while. I mean, I got this one, so she's great, and real, and definitely in that room. But I was on a date. I'll tell you about my weirdest first date. My weirdest first date was several years ago. We got very, very drunk, and that night, as you do, we bought non-refundable tickets for a month from that day to an all-inclusive resort in St. Lucia. We've all been there. Which is rough, right? Because it's one thing to wake up in the morning and be like, holy shit, I need to get tested. It's another thing to be like, this is going to affect my credit score. right? Like chlamydia is curable, but getting to 700, like that takes a lot of diligent savings. But I looked up the night before we were supposed to leave, I was like, I should probably look up some reviews, just figure out where we're going. And I'll never forget it. I get 3 reviews down on TripAdvisor. And this was the review. I remember it word for word. It was fantastic beach, great staff, delicious food. 2 days before our vacation was over, 2 men with machetes burst into our hotel room, tied down me and my family, stole all of our passports and money. 3 stars. Like I wasn't even anxious about it. I was impressed by the fairest review in the history of the goddamn internet. And this guy had a giant knife to his throat, and his first thought at the keyboard was like, but the food is great. Like the food is so good. And would you guys tell them? I think there are people still listening. Would you tell the lady about this review?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes? Really?
Of course.
Oh, I didn't want her to know because I didn't want to ruin her vacation. So I didn't tell her because I'm a hero. And on the way back, 4 days, we were fine. But 4 days after, I realized if we had been attacked by men with machetes, I would have had to act surprised. Right? Like considering my decision, that's the least I would have done. Just they just machete into the hotel room. I'm just there. She's like, oh fuck. I'm just like, oh no. Who could have seen that coming? I really hope they don't go for the passport. Oh shit, they just went right for the passport. Why are you crying? The food's delicious. Don't ask me why I know that. Also with this corona, like all the weddings are being canceled, right? Nobody's getting married, which honestly, good. Nobody's ever on a wedding, right? Right? Like I was at a wedding and this bride, she was like, I'm so lucky because I'm marrying my best friend. He's my best friend. Just once I want her actual best friend to stand up, be like, fuck you. Wait, that's your best friend. The guy you met like 6 months ago on Tinder. That's your best friend. The guy who makes you come like 25% of the time. Do you know I know that? Because I'm your best friend. Well, no, you sit the fuck down, Sheila. You're ruining this day. Her name has to be Sheila for that joke to work. This is great. I went to Harvard and now I do this. I don't know. Oh, you can't see it, but never mind. I was trying to do a little tour. This is the sad 550 square feet I'll be quarantined in. There you go. But I did go to Harvard. I'm obligated to say that by the rules. And I do this now, so they cancel each other out. It's basically like being straight and being stuck with this voice. It's not a net gain. Actually, I was on a date with a girl. Just go with it. And we were talking. The timing on this will be great eventually. And we were talking about past relationships, which is a bad strategy for a first date. And she's like, I know it sounds like I've been with a lot of dudes, but I just want you to know that I haven't. And I was like, weird. I was about to tell you word for word the exact same thing. Like identically. All right, big closer. Here it comes. You know what? Can we cut to the view of 6 people?
Yeah.
All right. Adam, whatever topic you say up there. Nope, there, over here. I will do a joke about it. Whatever topic you say, I'm going to do a joke. It's going to be very high level difficulty. I need you to be specific. Whatever joke topic you say, I will do a joke about it. Koala, scarecrow, whatever you say, I'm going to go for it. Here we go.
I can't type anything. I can just
just say it out loud.
Say it out loud. Comic books.
Dying on a roller coaster. That's perfect. I heard very clearly. Fantastic. That is weird because this is the last 5 live streams. They always say that. But thank you, Adam, for that incredible suggestion. Dying on a roller coaster. I think I can do it. You've probably seen the act before. But I don't know if you know this. There's a roller coaster at Six Flags Great Adventure. You like comic books, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've mentioned it. But there's the Superman ride at the Six Flags where they strap you in, they tilt you underneath the roller coaster. And recently a woman fell out of the restraints and she died, which is awful. But let's admit her last 10 seconds were spectacular. Right? So, like she had her eyes closed. She's like, oh my God, it does feel like I'm flying. I feel like Superman. No, I didn't want to do that joke, Sarah, okay? Adam made me do it. Don't blame me. Don't owe me. That's his fault. We all heard it. I don't know if there was a lag issue, but I heard it very clearly. I'm on a roller coaster. That was his topic. You do a better joke about it. I'll tell you this. Sarah, what would you do if you were on the ride with her? I'll tell you what I would do. I don't know why I didn't let you answer. What would you do on the roller coaster if you were next to her?
If I were next, I would. I can't really speak to what I might do.
All right. Well, I've thought about this. I'll tell you what I would do. I would scream. I would cry. I would buy the souvenir photo. That would be my journey. All right. Well, you guys have been here, and this has been a delight. I wish this has been the smallest audience I've ever performed for, but not true because I performed for 2 people in a youth hostel on Super Bowl Sunday, and neither spoke English. So all uphill, baby.
Harrison Greenbaum, give him a big round of applause.
Yeah.
I dropped the mic.
Oh.
Under my lap.
So, Harrison, I gotta ask. So, after being on Last Comic Standing, America's Got Talent, and now this live stream for 49 people, where does this rank?
You know what? If you fucking eliminate me like I was on the other shows, I will be pissed. Is there an elimination component? Do I get voted out?
You actually,
Hunger Games,
you actually got voted out, Harrison. I forgot to tell you.
God damn it. If you just ended my feed right there.
Yeah. All right, that's it. No, Harrison, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my God, that was amazing. So I want to give a shout out. We got some music coming up, and then we got some more comedy. Please don't leave. Don't go anywhere. But I want to give a shout out to Christopher Norris, Chris Norris, for donating, and a couple. Let me double check. I think I caught up with everybody. Keep it going, guys. Send over, the Venmo, PayPal, carrier pigeon, donate, turn in some cans, go through some loose change, whatever you got. We need it all. These guys have no internet connection. Brian and Kate and Rob Balanchunas, they're on dial-up. We have no idea how they still have AOL. Like, all the CDs were gone. We don't know what's going on with them. Harrison got the most love. What? Oh, Mo's got somebody trying to sell him.
That's actually Colin James right now.
Mo, get Colin in that car right now to do 3 minutes. So, but anyways, yes. So send it over. Venmo.
Wait, do you think it's legal for him to lean out the window and ask somebody to do 3 minutes for him? Car window.
Mo, it's about 30 seconds, 90 seconds tops.
90 seconds I'm coming in?
Yeah.
What?
No, 90 seconds you're coming.
Okay.
And we started tickling the balls right now.
That's normal. That's normal for me. That's normal. That's above average, actually.
Harrison got the most love on the YouTube for his internet connection, flawless internet connection. They loved it. Harrison, you are a true professional in every aspect.
I can't take any credit for my Spectrum Wi-Fi.
All right, so we're going to go to Sarah Lemieux again for a little interlude music. Sarah, take it away, please.
I shall take it away. So I changed my whole setup because I was on my phone before and it was dysfunctional. But now I got this microphone here. And not the light in here is just terrible, which I apologize for. But first of all, Adam,
you sound fantastic.
Oh, good. That's great. This is a Telefunken microphone. Telefunken Studios.
Ooh.
Give them some love. You said don't go anywhere. Where are people going to go?
I don't know.
Where are they going to go?
I Netflix and chill, I guess. They can bounce off to some other streaming service.
This is not the definition of a captive audience. I don't know what is.
Somebody posted I thought it was very funny. They're like, all we've ever wanted to do is sit at home and watch streaming services and do nothing. Now that the government says don't go anywhere, stay at home and watch streaming services, we're all like, no, I want to go out and lick everything.
Right? I miss people and their interactions that they had with me so awkwardly.
Exactly. All right. I'm going to mute myself. Sarah Lemieux, take it away.
Okay. So I'm actually going to change the vibe a little bit and play like an earnest, emotional song. When I first got started performing, everyone would look at my face, which is just blurred inconveniently. There we go. And they'd be like, oh, are you a folk singer? And I'd be like, go to hell. I'm not a folk singer. I play rock and jazz and all this stuff. And I would be very insulted that they would, I'd be like, you're a misogynist. Why would you think I'm a folk singer? Whatever. But given that it is the apocalypse, I have written a folk song that I really like. And I wrote it in the middle of last week before it seemed like quite this crazy. And I wrote it actually to put into a dramatic thing about two people who have like a before sunrise situation going on, and then they want to meet up again in a couple months, but they can't because it's the apocalypse, but then they do. So I'm gonna write that while I'm stuck at home, and this is a song, and it's wistful and folky. Sugar moon and crow moon, tie a knot in green, thinking of my love, walking hand in hand with me. Moments fly like blossoms in the summer wind. Even if we catch them, we can't live them again. So I hold love loosely with fingers interlaced. Where it turns, I follow like the moon behind a train. Sugar moon and crow moon, tie a knot in green, thinking of my love, walking hand in hand with me. Sugar moon and crow moon, tie a knot in green. Glitter moon and grow moon, bring my love to me. Barefoot in the fountain by the green ash tree. Soon I'll lie with my love, bring my love to me. My love is the thrush that flies, wheeling on the wing. He will come a-flying just as surely as I sing. Sugar moon and crow moon, tie a knot in green, thinking of my love, walking hand in hand with me. Sugar moon and crow moon, tie a knot in green, glitter moon and grow moon, bring my love to me.
Whoa! Absolutely amazing.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely amazing. Mo's back in. Mo left. Mo dropped out
Mo
because
dropped
he
out.
Yeah, that was
no.
my fault.
Mo had to score some weed real quick from some guy in the corner over there.
And I'm doing too much. I got too much going on. I got the phone over here, this phone, and all this shit.
That's
you know?
all. Mo Green, Sarah, thank you so much. Sarah Lemieux, thank you so much. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Sarah, you gotta stick around. You gotta play us out at the end?
You want me to play you out? I'll play you out.
Yeah, or do you gotta get, you actually have a family and people that love you.
I'm teaching from home on the internets, which is wild. It's sort of like this. It's like I have a class of children that are like this, and it's this sort of situation. But no, I'll stick around.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, we're gonna go right. We gotta get Mo in on this. Mo Green, doing comedy from a car. Somebody said in the YouTube chat that it looked like cash cabs happening over there. I think that's apropos. That's perfect. Everybody needs Mo Green. Mo is a talented comic from. You say you're from Hartford? You got to be from Hartford, right?
Yep, that's right. That's right.
Hartford has it.
Guns,
violence, everything.
AIDS. No,
All right.
my boy DeMarco's punchline. That ain't me. That's not me.
Oh, DeMarco Murray, very funny.
No, the DeMarco Palmer.
Palmer. Yeah. All right, Mo Green, we're gonna give you the full screen. Take it away, Mo.
All righty. Yeah. Feels good to be in here during the apocalypse. It's dope, man. It's dope. It's everything I expected. They say like with the coronavirus, right? The symptoms are like congestion, post-nasal drip, body aches. So why the fuck is everybody buying up all the toilet paper like that? I'm just not understanding that too much. It's just like when I have diarrhea, I don't buy boxes and boxes of nasal spray. I just I'm trying to figure out this connection. And the thing is, like, I have seasonal allergies. I always got like a little rag on me. And the thing is, this is a bad time to have seasonal allergies, man, during the coronavirus. Having seasonal allergies during the coronavirus pandemic is like having a beard and a turban right after 9/11. Everybody think you did that shit. Everybody thinks it's your fault. It does not matter, man. Speaking of terrorists, man, why do they love virgins so much? 72 virgins, right? It's always 72 virgins. That's a lot of motherfucking virgins. First of all, I've never slept with a virgin before, but I can imagine that shit is extremely annoying. It's like, ouch, it's my first time. Slow down. Ouch, it's my first time. Slow down. You got to deal with this shit for eternity. 3 women an hour for 24 hours for all time. Fuck 72 virgins. Just give me like 5 hoes. I'm good. That's all I need. I need chicks looking at my penis like it's a cobra about to spit the virus out of them and shit. Like, I don't need the virus. Speaking of hoes, my girlfriend broke up with me on Valentine's Day, right? Because it's fucked up, man. Because she wanted me to wait 90 days until it was time to do the do. You know what I'm saying? And I made it to the finish line, right? And when it was time to collect my trophy, she wanted me to use a condom. And I told her I can't use condoms because it fucks with my pH balance. And by pH, I mean penis hardening. Because I'm over 40 years old, man. A condom on a 40-year-old man is like cock kryptonite, man. It's horrible. I'm like a quadriplegic soldier. I can't salute, man. It's fucked up, man. So I did the next logical thing. I still wanted to have some sex. So what I did that same day after she broke up with me, I went to a strip club, right? And had sex with a stripper. And of course, I didn't use a condom. But after the deed was done, once I went home, I felt kind of nervous. I was a little worried. I was like, I hope I didn't give her chlamydia. You know what I mean? Because she's just trying to put her kids through college. Who am I to bring the dirty tools to the job? That's Shit is fucked up, man. That's mess. So the next time I go, not only am I going to tip her a few singles, I'm also going to give her a half gallon of cranberry juice. She don't need no doctor visits. She don't got to go Planned Parenthood. Just drink it, flush it right out. Drink it, flush it right out. Nobody knows. Nobody will ever know her dirty little secret. You know. Speaking of strippers, did y'all see that stripper a couple of weeks ago that fell off the pole? You know, she was 25 feet up and she like miscalculated and she descended for like 25 feet. Bam, hit the ground. We thought she was out. She popped back up, commences to start twerking, does a handstand, falls over on a split, collects all the money, goes home on Facebook, cries, does a GoFundMe, and gets $30,000. And she said that she's going to retire off that money. I said, this bitch must not have a cocaine habit, because nowhere in hell you can retire off of $30,000. That's impossible. I said, this woman, she must be like part cyborg or robot. Was she built by Elon Musk or Bill Gates? Because only a machine could take that type of impact, you know, and still like finish their tasks, man. So I run through that whole situation, you know, and I just imagine like when she was falling, like all the computer systems, what was going on inside of her head. So I kind of put together this little thing. So bear with me. So it's like this. Ascending to the top of the pole, ascending to the top of the pole, time to do the finishing move to get all the money. Oh shit, miscalculated. I drank too much, smoked too much weed, falling, impact in 2 seconds. Systems down, auxiliary power, commence to twerking, handstand, split, collect all the money, go home, hop on Facebook, cry, do a GoFundMe, collect $30,000, retire. It's a good thing because I don't have a coke habit. That's what happened with the robot sequence. That's what was going on inside of her. I have an audience member in here, Mr. Colin James. He's laughing. So I should call somebody. It's not over yet though. No crowd work. I'm almost done, Colin. I'll let you. Can I have a guest spot? That's hilarious. All right, so what else was I going to talk about? Oh, yeah. I recently, I had a show in Oakland, California at this place called Tommy T's, right? And when I flew out there on September 11th, you know, because the tickets was cheaper. You got to take advantage of a deal, you know, just like gas prices is dropping on the coronavirus. Fuck it. At any rate, you know how, like, when you're at an airport, there's certain things you're not supposed to say. Like bomb, because it causes too much confusion. Like bomb, fire, I'm gay. You can't say certain things because it causes too much hysteria. How come right before it was time for me to get on a plane and take my flight, over the PA system it said, "Can we please have a moment of silence for those that lost their lives during 9/11?" What the fuck? First of all, why is this dude saying this shit like a sexy DJ? You know? And the last thing I want to think about before I get on a plane during 9/11 is those that lost their lives on planes during 9/11. Say the shit when it lands, not before it takes off, man. You know what I'm saying? That's like if you at the Cheesecake Factory, you order your appetizer, right? And right before your calamari comes to the table, you say, "Can we please have a moment of silence for all those that got food poisoning?" It would be hard for you to enjoy your meal with certain things you're supposed to say at certain times, man. Speaking of food poisoning, I think the one thing that brought the whole world together in hysteria in recent memory, besides this situation and Kobe Bryant passing away, was the Popeyes chicken sandwich, man. Yeah. Popeyes chicken sandwich took the world by storm. Everybody was in line in droves, just like they're in line in droves right now for toilet paper. And it made me realize, I think the coronavirus didn't come from batch soup. That shit came from the chicken sandwich. That's where it actually came from. But the shit was delicious. It was so good. It was something that was magnetic about it. It was so delicious. It was bringing celebrities out of exile just to get a taste of that delicious bird. Russell Simmons, president of Def Jam. You know, Russell Simmons, he was in Dubai or doing yoga for the past couple of years doing yoga because he was trying to avoid that Me Too documentary that Oprah Winfrey was putting together for him. Heard about the sandwich. He came back to the States immediately. He's like, "I heard about the spicy chicken sandwich with the herbs and spices, and it's really crusty and crispy. So I had to come back to the States immediately. And once I came back, I realized that Jay-Z's a billionaire. I'm very proud of Jay-Z because I was his protege, but now he has more money than me. And his wife Beyonce, she's beautiful, she's thick, and she's gorgeous, but she's not as thick and gorgeous as a spicy chicken sandwich. Thank you for coming out. God bless him. Charles Barkley was talking about that sandwich, man, because I think he tested positive recently, man, because he ate that sandwich. He's like, oh man, I'm sad that I ate this spicy chicken sandwich, man. I know it was good and crunchy and crispy, but now I gotta sit in my bed and I'm coughing and I got all kinds of mucus. But I will tell you, that sandwich is delicious, but it makes me feel terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. What do you think, Shaquille O'Neal? I think you shouldn't have ate that sandwich. It wasn't a good idea, but you did it anyway. So now you're suffering. You're getting a Shaq attack to your lungs. Donald Trump, this is the greatest sandwich of all time. I will admit it was a biological weapon, but it backfired, and now it's exposing our entire country. But we have the most wonderful, splendid doctors on earth. This is not fake news. We will cure ourselves of this. Barack Obama. My wife Michelle, she's been being a bitch, and she didn't want to cook dinner. So what I did, I went to Popeyes, and at first I was going to get myself a bucket of chicken, but I realized the spicy chicken sandwiches were $3.95. So I had one, and now I have COVID-19 too. Norm McDonald, hey, I know I used to do crack, but I heard that these spicy chicken sandwiches, they taste delicious, and I got it from a crack whore's vagina. I can keep going on and on and on.
Oh, dear.
As far as I know, I don't have any children, as far as I know. And then my mother always gets on me. Like in the black community, if you don't have a child, you're a male over 30 years old, you're obviously homosexual. And my mother is always telling me, Mo, when you going to make me some kids? Mo, when you going to make me some grandkids? I said, when you let me have company past 2 a.m., I got to pay for rent and hotels. My mom is a hater. And this is the thing, like, my mother recently found Christ, right? So she's not fornicating. She's not having sex anymore. So she ain't fucking in the house. Nobody ain't fucking in the house. And this is some bullshit because she don't even go to church. My mother just sip wine while watching YouTube. You know what I'm saying? My mother's sipping wine watching Tony Evans on Sundays. I'm like, Mom, why is you drinking wine while you watching church? She's like, this is like the blood of Christ. This is directly from the Bible. This is directly like the Passover. I said, I understand that, but you drinking Pinot Grigio. Since when is Jesus' blood white? I've been going for a while, but listen, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. The comedy club I pretty much helped build, Elbow Room in West Hartford. It's a lot of us, like, we're really, really, really tight knit, and we help each other with jokes, help each other out. We go places together or whatever. That's why it's gonna be mad sad when one of us die, yo. It's probably gonna be me because I'm pretty much the oldest one out of the bunch. I got high blood pressure. I don't use condoms. You know what I mean? I probably got COVID-19. And basically, one of my comedian buddies, Cliff Mueller, he likes to do a lot of video montages, right? So I could imagine him doing a video montage of my funniest comedic moments mixed with Boys to Men. It's so hard to say goodbye. So be on the lookout because this song is about to come out in 2 weeks because I'm out of here, man. So this is how this song is going to go after I die. How do I say goodbye? In the streets, I look like George Foreman, but in prison, I look like Amber Rose. To what we had. I recently got my wisdom tooth pulled because it was cracked because I eat too much ass. The good times that made us laugh. Somebody told me that white vagina smells like toes. Well, I guess it's easy to smile that Bill Cosby has a foot fetish. I'll wait the bed. After we get, I can't see myself using a Harriet Tubman 20 on a black stripper. If I stuff it down her thong, it's like I'm putting Nana near her nana. To see forever, but forever go. Fuck me from behind, you dirty nigger. Go away. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Rest in peace, Mo Green. And that's my time. I appreciate every single last one of y'all. Thank you.
Mo Green.
I'm out of breath. That motherfucker.
Mo,
Fantastic.
Mo, that was perfect, and I thought Sarah was going to be the first one that got the N word, but it was you. That was very good. Mo, tilt the camera to Colin.
Yeah, this column right there. Oh, you know what?
Baby!
No,
Hi, Rodney.
Hey, Colin.
How's it going?
Good.
This is. I have a question. This is a virtual comedy thing. We're supposed to be staying away from people, and Mo's the only person that has a bringer show.
This is
Honestly, I just wanted
unprecedented.
to Uber me to McDonald's, and I've been stuck in the car for the past 4 hours.
We're doing a show for
Really, I
5
just wanna
people,
get
and you're already being requested about guest spots. It is getting super desperate out here.
Right?
See,
I was literally just walking by, and I saw Mo in his pajamas with 2 phones, and I just thought he was doing something else with that screwdriver.
That's the microphone. The microphone.
And it now has
Screwdriver, right?
This is how you know it's a comedy show, and because comics will smell a fucking mic. They will smell a mic 10 miles away. There's like a virtual show going on. I'm gonna get over there and ask for a guest spot. I'm gonna get a guest spot. So Colin James, we got some free comedy for everybody right now. This whole thing is free, but Venmo, PayPal me. Colin, you have to do your best joke that it can't be COVID-19 based. Rodney gets to pick the topic because Rodney's closing us out here. Rodney, give Colin a topic, and he's got to do his best pick.
Let's go with cosplay.
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 Your microphone?
Well, the first thing that really comes to mind is Rodney, obviously, Santa cosplay. I wonder with, like, obviously when you look like Santa Claus around the wintertime, your cosplay options are kind of limited. But, like, wouldn't you think they get tired after a while? They're just like, I don't want you to sit on my lap. I don't want you to tell me whether you've been good or bad. Just put a screwdriver in my ass.
Yes.
Also, I'm a secret furry. Thanks, guys. I love you guys. Thank you.
Furry, with that beard, you're a bear.
We both share the camera.
Did you actually know that you're not? They're saying with the new virus, I won't go into the virus much. Is that you should shave your beard?
Yeah. Well, this isn't a beard. This isn't a beard. This is
Ronnie's fucked then.
Yeah.
No, that's the anus of beards right there. It's just a circle.
You have beards.
This is called prison pussy.
Every single one of you has a beard.
Yes, we do.
Yes. It's true. True.
Because we ain't scared.
Just imagine what we're hiding.
Yeah.
So this is
Colin's beard is sitting right next to him.
Hilarious.
So we're gonna close it out with our last comic, and then Sarah's gonna play us out. But Rodney Norman, one of the funniest comics that I know. When I decided that I was gonna host some comedy shows in Connecticut, I said, man, I wanted people to headline. I need people that can do solid 45 minutes to an hour. And everybody said, you got to get Rodney Norman. And I said, I got to look this guy up. I've never even heard of him. And I checked him out on YouTube. I laughed my balls off. It was so funny. He came, he killed. He was amazing. He's absolutely wonderful. Go check him out on YouTube. I'm going to be linking it up in the YouTube chat. You got to check him out. And this is my favorite, too, because Harrison made fun of Mormons, and Rodney is a Mormon. So this is absolutely perfect.
There's my Mormon Jesus in the background right there.
So we have the first like religious comic crime, hate crime happening here.
Nah, not the first one.
Not the first one. So virtually give a big round of applause to Rodney Norman.
Thank you. And just like every open mic I've ever been to, the last guy has the smallest audience. Sweet. Sweet. No, you got to understand this COVID thing. I found out today, I don't know if you heard about this, the demographic that's mostly affected by this are people that are over 50, they're male, overweight, and diabetic. That's me. I'm the whole package. Holy, look at this. I got this going on. Look, I'm not kidding. Look at this. Here's my test kit. I'm a legit diabetic. I checked my blood sugar before I went on. I'm at 422.
Would it be
I am.
candy bar right now?
What's that?
Would it be insensitive to eat a candy bar right now?
That's why I got the sugar-free Choco Zero stuff.
Nice.
Of course, it doesn't help that I take my diabetic medication with a mellow yellow. It's probably counterproductive. Anyway. But no, I'm excited about all this because my whole life, like being a Mormon, we've been preparing for the end times like forever. This is literally for us Mormons. This is like it's like the World Series of the apocalypse. I mean, we are ready. When I was a kid, we had food storage up the. My bed frame when I was a child was basically just 8 buckets of 5-gallon wheat. I mean, that's how I thought everybody lived. Mother was saving everything. We had a food storage, every kind of bean you can imagine. I mean, we had navy beans, lentils, black bean. I mean, every kind of bean you can imagine. We had like buckets and buckets of beans. And I remember telling my mother, it's like, we need a gun. We need to have guns. And she's like, well, yeah, so we can protect our food. And I'm like, no, because when we just get down to lentils, I'm going to kill myself. I don't want to live in that. And I never understood the whole thing anyway. It's like, oh, we got to be prepared. And Jesus comes back. We got to be ready. I'm like, well, if we die, we just kind of get a front row seat anyway, right? We don't have to go through all this. Okay, usually there's laughter there. I apologize. I got a little overconfident. Holy cow. But no, the whole end of the world thing, like the last big scare we had was the Aztec calendar. Do you remember that? Like 2012, December 2012, everything was going to be over because the Aztec calendar stopped. And so it was like, okay, the Aztecs knew something, it's over, right? And as all this is going down, I'm thinking to myself, maybe it's possible that the guy that was making the calendar was just, he's plugging along. And then just, gets to a point and was like, hey, I'm 700 years out. Is that good? I got stuff to do. The kid's got a dentist appointment in the morning. No, this has been fun. I've been fun getting to know the family, the wife. Me and the wife were looking. I got to tell you this. Me and the wife this year celebrated. We just celebrated 17 years of amazing marriage to one another.
Yeah,
thank you. It was amazing. It was our 28th wedding anniversary. Okay, there was math involved in that one. My hopes were high. I'll draw this out for you. You see, 28's a bigger number than 17. Do you remember the alligator when you were a kid? I like big numbers. Okay, that was awesome. Look at that. This is sweet. No, she's taking care of me. She started making me take multivitamins lately. I don't know if you guys have made of multivitamins. And, okay, I'll be honest with you. I thought that she was doing it for my health. Turns out, she just appreciates the fact that it turns my urine bright yellow. So it makes it easier to see if I peed on the toilet seat.
Clever.
And like I mentioned, I'm diabetic, so mine's sticky. You guys didn't know that, did you? If that's one of the telltale signs, if all of a sudden your piss just starts turning into Karo syrup, you need to go see a doctor. Did everybody go mute? Is that what happened? Oh, yeah. This is sweet. Was it such a great joke you were waiting for the end? I don't know what was going on with that one. All right.
I in fact
But no,
was muted. I was eating.
I was muted too.
No, but we like I said, I am a religious guy. I believe in God, and it's not, I'll be honest with you, it's not so much that I'm concerned about there being a heaven. I'm just really excited about the idea of hell, because it's just that there's a lot of people, I hope, are going to suffer the pains of an eternal damnation in the burning, quenching fires of hell. Well, at least that's the hope I keep in my Christian heart. Sweet. No, I love school. I love Sunday school. When I was a kid, we used to have this incredible Sunday school teacher. She was awesome. She had best lessons ever, but she wasn't always there, right? And so this other guy would fill in for her, and he never prepared anything. He would just kind of walk into class and read from the book or whatever, right? And one Sunday he comes in. He's a little arrogant. He comes in. He's like, "Hey, tell you what we're going to do here. A little different. What I want to do is, if any of you have any questions about God, about church, about life in general, anything that you feel like you've never gotten an honest answer about right now, here today, you go ahead. You give me those questions, and I'm going to give you an honest answer right now." So we're all, we're 12. So we're just kind of staring at each other like, I don't know. And finally, I was like, "Hey, excuse me." He's like, "Yeah." I go, "Hey, is God omniscient?" He's like, "Well, of course." "Well, is God omnipotent?" "Well, yeah." I'm like, "Okay, so, well, if God is all powerful, well, if he's all knowing, would he not know what I'm going to do before I do it? And being all powerful, would he not then have the ability to stop me from doing whatever it is I'm going to do, therefore making anything I do become God's will, thus making free agency an illusion?" He's like, "Why don't we just go ahead and play Hangman?" Sweet. Hey, now I got to tell you about that joke. That joke cost me $1,200. I lost a gig because of that joke. In fact, on another occasion, that particular joke I did that joke in a club. It was in Provo, Utah. It used to be called Johnny B's. It was a great comedy club. I do that show. I do that joke. It goes great. Everything's fun. But there was two girls who walked out of the club because of that joke. And they went up to the manager of the comedy club. And the one was sitting there shaking and she was crying. And the other one was like, "We have to go because we were morally offended by the comedian." And the comedy guy, the club manager's looking at him and going, "What, Rodney? You were offended by Rodney?" And they're like, "Yes." And he's like, "Well, why?" And the one gal goes, "My spirit is shaking." I'm like, wow. That was awesome. So I just want you to know that I'm the spirit shaking comic. Throw it down. Nice. But I did go. I went to college. Everybody go to college? Yeah, Harvard.
Yeah.
Got the Harvard boy.
You went to Harvard too?
No, No, I went to a very prestigious college called Utah Valley University. It used to be a technical college, and then they added like a 4-year program for a nursing thing, and so then we could call ourselves a university. It was awesome. But it's a great program. I studied philosophy, and they prepared you for the real world of philosophy, because when I graduated, my degree came with a food handler's permit. I will say this: I will never forget my first day of my class to take philosophy, because I wanted the big answers. I wanted to find it all out, right? And so I'm sitting in this big classroom. It's a couple, it's one of those bigger rooms where you got a couple hundred in the class, and teacher comes up front of the classroom. He just stands there, stares at us, and is like, I want you all to know that perhaps the most important thing that you can learn from this class is that there are no absolute truths in the universe. Now, like you, I'm sitting back there thinking to myself, wow, these tests are going to be easy. But I got thinking about it, and I'm back there, I raised my hand, and he goes like, yes. And I'm like, hey, just a quick question. Hey, if there are no absolute truths, then would not the statement that there are no absolute truths be an absolute truth, thus negating the idea that there are no absolute truths? Perhaps we should just play Hangman. That's awesome. Sweet. Then, of course, we had another class. This is pretty interesting. For an entire month of this class, all we talked about was the existence of chairs. I kid you not, chair. Now think about the chair you're sitting in, and you got to understand this, that the chair you're currently sitting in, I assume you're sitting down, the chair you're sitting in is not actually a chair, because that chair could stop being a chair. If it broke, it stopped functioning as a chair, therefore it's no longer a chair. In fact, it's not always been a chair, because it was assembled of other things, became a chair, so it's not really a chair. So because it's not ever always been a chair, then it's never actually a chair. It's only a physical manifestation of the idea of a chair, because the idea of a chair, the form of a chair, is the real chair, because it's always a chair. It never stops being a chair, because if it stopped being a chair, then we wouldn't have the concept of a chair. Therefore, we would never have chairs, because you always have to have something that's being a chair to be the ideal form of that chair. Now we have to, after all this for a month and a half, he tells us that we now have to apply that to ourselves. So who is the true self? If we have ourselves, then where's our real self? If we're not the self, we're just a physical manifestation of the idea of ourself. So we were trying to figure all this out. And then we have a quiz one day. And the quiz is we have to basically prove our own existence. Now, it was early enough in the semester, I'm thinking to myself, hey, maybe I can just get up and go change my, get in a different class and change my my degree change my major to something real like history. And so I get up, and the teacher's, he's back up there in the front, he's going, hey, where are you going? And I'm like, I'm sorry, who are you talking to? And he says, you, Mr. Norman, where are you going? I said, oh, me? Well, I guess I'll take the A. Sweet. This is awesome. But with the headphones, I can hear you guys laughing. It's like the voices in my head have company. This is sweet. People poo-poo schizophrenia, but I've always said, hey, what if the voices in your head are always giving you good advice?
Yeah, right.
There's always a plus side. Well, I wish I could keep this up all night, but I have my pride.
Rodney Norman.
Thank you. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you, everybody. This has been spectacular.
Thank you, crazy guys. Thank you, crazy cats. Really quick, one second. I got to get over here to the thing. I got to thank David Otavi. Thank you, my man, for donating. Michael Simpson. We got Brad Beatty again. Chris Morris, Martin Navarro, Blair B, Andrea Burns, John Reed. We got Professor M, Marvin Pittman, Nicole Kinsley, Daniel Lawrence, Peter Hughes, Dennis Wilson, Justin Stromberg, Sarah Goley, so many guys, so many people. Kate Clancy and Kate Clancy's mom for donating money. You guys are fantastic, awesome. We got grand total $38.44. We're going to split it amongst all of us.
Woohoo!
It's absolutely amazing. This is fantastic. There's no hand sanitizer anywhere. Harper Lyles, Harrison Greenbaum, Sarah Lemieux, Rodney Norman, Rob Balanchunas, Kate Clancy, Brian Barganier. You guys were fantastic. I hope to do this again. Harrison is still getting the most votes for the best internet connection. And Rodney Norman, somebody said they shit their pants laughing at you. So
yay!
That's a theme.
That is absolutely. That is fantastic. So
here's some advice. Don't use hand sanitizer if you have a paper cut.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ooh, yeah.
I have one.
I want to say also we know we proved that Rodney Norman's not black because he said spirit shaken instead of Holy Ghost. If you're a Holy Ghost, there we know. So thank you guys so much for doing this crazy, insane, silly thing that we're calling stand-up comedy virtual. I hope to do it again with some more comics, raise some more money for everybody, losing gigs. But somebody messaged me and they said, thank you guys so much for doing this. I laughed and had a blast, and I forgot about what was happening outside for a little while. So that's really means a lot, really. So thank you guys so much for joining in. Thank you everybody on the stream. One more time, give a big round of applause to Sarah Lemieux.
Said, come on, baby, you don't have to go. Said, come on, baby, you don't have to go. I'm gonna pack my things, down the road and I go. Said, come on, baby, what is wrong with you? Said, come on, baby, what is wrong with you? You don't treat your mama none like you used to do. Spent all of my money all around town, make me feel like I'm a big old circus clown. Come on, baby, you don't have to go. I'm gonna pack my things, down the road and I go.
Yes, Sarah.
That's my song of what I wish coronavirus would say. Baby, you don't have to go. I'll go.
I'm staying in my house. All right, guys. I love you all. I gotta sign off. I got Pornhub to watch.
That's right. That's right.
What do you think I've been doing from the neck down? You can't see my hand.
What are you moving your wrist only instead of? You're just doing this. That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, dudes.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you, everybody. We'll catch you guys soon. Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Yeah.